All right, team. Let's go ahead and cover today's watch list. Now, we have 4 stocks that we're watching that have the best news, the best volume, and the best potential. So let's go ahead and cover that. And first on our watch list, we have MNTS. They have actually partnered with SpaceX, or actually momentum stock skyrockets after agreements with Elon Musk's SpaceX. So they have agreements with SpaceX, Elon Musk. That is a lot of potential. MNTS gapping up 40%. We have around 15 million in volume. That's around a 15x relative volume with around 50 million in float. So this has all the criteria to absolutely hit our targets and to make a nice play. We have HTGM. Shares are trading higher after the company announced it has harmonized its mRNA whole transcriptome assay with HTG transcriptome panel. So they have good news, it seems like. We are building up on the trend line to the downside, which is what I do not like to see. So we're going to be waiting to see what happens and what develops with that. We have MDVL as well, gapping up from like 85 all the way up to 160, giving everything back. We're still holding $1. Excuse me. We're going to have some resistance coming into this trend line. And we also have MAC looking like I was looking to trade MAC off this bounce here. I saw we were coming down into the 90 EMA, and then I saw that we had a nice big move to the downside here. It was with very light volume when it was moving lower, and then we had a nice increase in volume when we closed. I scaled in with some of my position right at close, and then right when we broke the previous high, held this position until I sold some, I believe, up into here. We'll have to see what happens when I need my trades to show up. I don't know why they're not showing. But again, I did sell this for a loss when we did come back lower, because we did have that high volume selling candle, just about the same as the previous candle. So that did not give me any confidence. And we had very light volume and then light volume as well on the pop higher up on VWAP. We did break 50 SMA. We did break the 150 area, so I do think we're going to come to the 50 SMA on the 1 minute, possibly the 20 EMA on the 5 minute as well. We are going to need a pullback. I do think we're going to see a pullback up into around 162 area. But I am going to just sit on my hands and wait for a possible opportunity, because I don't like that we're giving everything back. Ideally, we would have held 150, but we're not. I'm not going to trade this below 150. We do have MNTS breaking out of the downtrend to the upside, which is what we like to see. We had nice pullback, and we have decreasing volume in the move higher. So this was a nice moving average squeeze, pull back into this area. Then the 9 and 20 EMA squeezed out of the 50 SMA, broke higher, but there's just no one looking to buy at this moment. You know, anything can happen at any moment. So we will have to see what happens. Again, really, we are just sitting on our hands waiting for the best opportunity. What's going on with SE? Okay, SE, not bad. I do need to kind of liquidate my position, because we have been chilling in this position for a while, for well over a year. And I absolutely got caught. I didn't even check it, and we've just been absolutely dumping. I think we are still at break even. I think we bought in at, we might be a little bit down a little bit, but we bought in this region back in July. So it might not even be a year. Oh, well, so it has been over a year. It's coming on close to 2 years. We were up plenty. But anyways, we'll see what happens with SE. That's a shit show right there. Let's go ahead and clear our drawing set, because that's not going to do us no good. We had high volume above. We do have a gap fill on the SPY potentially. Guys, today this might be a really good opportunity to have a gap fill on the SPY. Let's see what's happening on the daily. I bet we could see a nice gap fill. I mean, over 48, over 48, over 49, we're going up to 51. Over 49, we're going up to 51. So I'm going to go ahead and alert that to the team, because I do actually really like that. SPY over 449, room to 451. Hey, thank you guys for showing up. Cole, how are you? How are you doing? I hope everyone in the chat is having a wonderful day. So far, I made one trade today. I was looking to catch some buying pressure off the 90 EMA and off potentially to break VWAP for MNTS. Did not work, and I ended up being down $6. Cut it basically at break even because the trade didn't go in my favor, so I wasn't able to. I moved my stop loss to basically my break even because I didn't see the buying pressure there. Long time no see. How you doing? Long time no see. Hi, Eric. What is the best medicine? Watch. Long time no see. I'm sorry. I don't remember at all. Yeah, but no, this is a good office. I don't know how I know you or how we met. But yeah, no, this is the office. Pretty good, pretty good. Nothing crazy. Thank you for stopping in. We have 33 people in the chat. Again, I'm looking for SPY to break over 449 in room up to 150. So let's go ahead and set an alert here. Create alert, market at or above. So boom. So now we have an alert. If it breaks above that, I'll get notified and we'll be able to look for a nice retest of this level. And then we might be able to take calls up to 151. All right. Oh man. Alrighty. Here we go. Ooh, what was that? Okay, we got rejected off VWAP with very hard selling pressure from MNTS. Not a huge fan of that. We have HTGM still kind of consolidating on the trend line. It seems like it's going to break lower. And then MDVL is a little too choppy for me. We have IMAC kind of just building up, squeezing on the 50 SMA and the 9 and 20 EMA. I do think this could break lower. I'm not a huge fan of it. And we are just kind of sitting on our hands. Now we have the highest selling pressure at this moment on MNTS out of the whole after hours and pre-market today. That is a sign of weakness. Not looking to take this below the previous low. For MNTS, we're going to see what happens. I do not think this is going to be the big, it could be the big runner for today. You never know. We'll have to see what happens because they do have agreements with Elon Musk and SpaceX. So that is very, very good to hear from that company. We'll have to see if they can actually overcome and see if the buying pressure really starts to come in and flood in. Now, volume validates price. Good morning. You still in SBFM? I am not. SBFM. Let's go ahead and see what's going on there. Oh, okay. Where we close at? We close at 6:30. Closed at like 6:29. We're up around 17%. I do like that. I do like that a lot. Don't see much news. Yesterday we made a previous high. I'm not a huge. I mean, we're actually pretty close. I mean, we might be able to. There we have that pre-market high. We also have this this high, if we break over that high, where are we going to go? We have room up to 850 if we break there. So I am watching SBFM as well. That's a pretty good. We're getting some volume, but I am not liking that we're coming into a lot of resistance. There's not much news to bring this up, so this is more of a back burner play to see if the volume really starts to pick up for SBFM and see if it starts to move. So we'll see. We came up to that previous high. Now we're getting rejected. Looks like we're coming into some RSI levels. Let's see if we might get rejected here. Did not mean to do that. That's unfortunate. Because I have to do this. Time axis, 10 bars to the left. Boom. We had high volume with a big, large spread. Not really. That's okay. Not really telling us much. Yeah, there it is. I tried to take some. I took some 168 right at the close, and then bought when we broke this previous high for a nice pivot low, and then caught the move. Caught at 173. Caught a nice pop higher. Didn't sell. We came back, sold at 171. Just to lock in a little bit of something, and then sold more when we came down even lower. So, yep. Nothing crazy. I was looking for the move higher. I saw that volume start to step in here, and then saw some green buying pressure. Didn't really get any more momentum though. Came in with some sellers, so it's all good. I'll take that trade. Was looking for a nice pop up into VWAP at around 181, for a nice quick pop. Again, I was going to sell some there. My stops were going to be at break even, break the 90 EMA, break over 160, 186, room up to 197 and $2. That's what I was looking for. But, it doesn't happen all the time, and you have to be open to randomness. You have to be content with randomness. You have to understand that anything can happen in the market, and that one simple trade, one simple person, be like, I want to sell here, can change the way that the market reacts to everything. So, it's okay. I'm really just sitting on my hands waiting for a good opportunity. Is it really necessary to have 4 screens? Are you a long-term investor or buy and hold? So I am a trader. I day trade stocks. I like to trade stocks within 1 to 10 minutes. I'm in and out. I do also invest long-term in cryptocurrencies, but I do find it very, very useful to have 4 screens. Very, very useful, especially when I'm not just when I'm trading, but when I'm working, I can have multiple tasks open. I can have my Spotify, all of my chat rooms open. So it's nice. It's not necessary, and definitely not necessary, but I've been doing this long enough that I had the capital and I wanted to invest it in myself, and this was a treat to me. So, alrighty. Here we go. We're really just not doing much. We have SBFM getting rejected, a nice high volume off this move lower, very high on this doji candle, not a huge fan. We have around 6 minutes left till market open. What are we going to be looking for? I mean, I'm really not looking at MDVL. I'm probably going to be looking at MNTS right out of the gate, just because they have that news with SpaceX. So I would be looking for a nice washout long, possibly in this area, for a possible move higher. Now, we have a nice higher low. I would like this to kind of wash out to these lows, maybe not exactly at these lows, and then get a nice pop, possibly break over 414, 413, for the nice panic pop and a nice washout long strategy for MNTS to make it a one and done trade. Again, I am down $6 on the day. Don't want to make it any bigger, but it's okay because $6 is well within my risk management, basically at break even. Josh is looking at MULN. I'm not a huge fan of it. Right now, I'm not liking anything. sitting on our hands waiting for a good opportunity. We have 4 minutes left, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left till market open. We're going to see what happens, see what develops, and make smart and responsible trades. Now, I don't think I'm actually going to take a washout long strategy here, just because we have a lot of selling pressure into this area. So doesn't look like I'm going to take it, which is okay. You know, we can just sit on our hands, wait for a good opportunity, see where we actually, where we can actually go. I mean, and then IMAC just absolutely got dumped off, and then that we had really light volume and then hard selling pressure, looking for that volume to come in, and then didn't really see it off the 90 MA. So we did have that high volume doji candle as well with a nice fake move higher, and then just a dump. So not a huge fan of that. We're getting some buying pressure at the moment, but very, very light. I do think we're going to break lower. I think we might be able to see a nice washout down to 115, 116. But that would be a fast move if people sell, because that's still well above where it was. It closed at $1. If it's still at 15, it's still up 15% on the day. Right now we're up 43% on the day. HTGM. Oh, I already have it on the watch list. We have Seed. What's going on with Seed? Okay, Seed. Shares trading after the company announced it has signed purchase agreements to sell two feedstock companies for a total of 50,000 metric tons of its RMB 150 million. So that's good. Where could this go? We have a high of around 975. 9 at 175. We have a low at 856. Break over that, I could see us having room up to around 1050 before coming. I mean, this is good news. Seed has around a 3x relative volume. Short interest creeping up. So we'll add MULN on the watch list. Short interest as well, as you guys are saying. Josh is saying that as well. So we'll have to see as this develops. I don't think we're going to see this right out of the gate, but I think if it's going to get some action, it's going to get some action around 10:30, 11-ish. But we'll have to see. MDVL. Getting some volume over the 50 SMA now. Not some volume, getting some price action. The volume is still kind of shitty. At the moment, I'm not really seeing too much. I mean, MDVL, I mean, we're just going to be sitting on our hands. I had a small trade earlier today. See, that's what's unfortunate about a cash account and having a small account is that I used around 40% of my capital on that trade. And it just didn't really work out. So I have like $800 left to trade with. Like, yeah, that's a decent amount. And you can make some money on that. You just have to be patient and have the great trades. I mean, it's better than having a margin account where I only have 3-day trades. So we'll see as the day develops. And usually I'm not a huge fan of trading in pre-market, but you know, if I see a setup, I'm going to take it because it's the learning experience of trading pre-market. The volume's not there. It's a little bit different than the market open, the psychology of everything. We have 13 seconds left. I think we should watch MDVL. Honestly, I think we should watch MDVL for the nice washout long down to 108. Did not see the washout. Did not see the washout. What about What about, okay, MNTS, here we go. Oh, I didn't get filled. Oh, I'm filled at 193, 391. I did not want to get filled there. That was a little bit risky. It was a little bit late. Let's see it get rejected here. If it doesn't start getting rejected here. Better start getting rejected here. This is very, I want to see this start to get rejected here at 391. Let's see it start getting a bullish movement here. I might have to cut it. There, I'll cut it. Did not like it. I was looking for the bounce off the trend line, but wasn't able to get enough confidence in it. We do have very light volume on this trend line, on this very light volume on this move lower, but you know, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I could have had my stops at 385, and that would have been a better opportunity because I was in at 190, risking around 5 cents. Didn't really have a trade plan, didn't really get everything kind of finished out, but that would have been a great, I should have held that. I would have been in at 190, stops would have been below this previous low, and that would have been an absolutely killer trade. 190, 200 shares, that would have been 110, 20, 30, 40 bucks right there. Boom. That would have been very, very good. Wasn't able to capitalize on it because I sold and didn't have the trade plan. Now, what can we realize from, I mean, that would have been, I could have, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We had very light volume, knew we were going to have the bounce. Now we're above the moving averages. It looks like we're possibly going to get squeezed above this previous high and absolutely rip here. Now, what's going to happen? I have no idea. I think we're going to come into some selling pressure. We're getting that high. We're getting a nice doji candle, but this could only be an indecision candle because we don't have that high of volume. Look for the pop over 410. Over 410, I could see this ripping up to 420, 425, 30 cents. Here, again, not really seeing that. We're seeing that selling pressure start to take over. This would have been a very, very good washout long strategy, but you know, I wasn't able to capitalize on it. If I bought perfectly, that would have been a nice 5%, but you know, wasn't able to because I didn't have my trade plan absolutely planned out. MULN is starting to get some action as well. And I am pretty much done. I don't have capital. SBFM, no, I made it on iMac. 6. I'm down 12. Thoughts on Matic? Matic is I think Matic could continue to rip and run. Oops. But like obviously Matic is a layer 2 and I think it's already massive. Like you can make some money, but it wouldn't be my main priority if we're trying to make the most money. So I mean that if I would have held that losing trade, oh man, there's that Jesus. Got to take profits quick in this market, especially within 5 minutes of market open. We have MDVL ripping here. Looking for the possible bull flag back to the 9 EMA around 122. 122 is this is a nice area of support. 122, 123. Look for a pullback and volume start to come in off VWAP and the 9 EMA. After you can hold this, you have room back up to 135, 140. This looks like a pretty good setup in my opinion. I want to see another. Oh, not a huge fan of that. That is a little bit concerning. That very high volume, not high volume, but that high spread candle. Now we have increasing in volume. That's definitely something that I don't want to see. That's why you don't want to take it off the first. We didn't get volume confirmation, so this bull flag does not set up. Guys, that would have been an amazing trade, but you know, You get scared out every once in a while. I'm just glad I'm able to keep my losses small for this week, because I know this week hasn't been enough, and I'm coming off last month absolutely killing it, and then got greedy, and then I ended up giving a lot back. So today I am down a whopping of $12. All right, so this month total, I'm down $20, which is easy. I can take that out in one day, which is fine. So I'm keeping my losses small. I'm gonna look to hold my winners longer. I'm gonna look to hopefully close out the week profitable on Friday. We'll have to see what happens and what kind of develops. Again, Fridays are known for short squeezes. Maybe MULN might hold out for another day. It might continue to move. I didn't like this. We have really high volume on this doji, on this candle. Be careful. With very light volume. So I'm not a huge fan of this, especially when we're consolidating within like 10 cents. This is not like, be careful. I mean, the volume is not there. The volume is not there, even though all the moving averages is setting up. The volume is not there. We are above the 9, 20, 50, and 200 SMA and VWAP. It's looking like a bullish stack, but this is not something that I like because of that volume. If this volume was a little bit stronger, I would have been more confident in this. We have 3% of the total of the trading average for the day in this high volume red candle. Absolutely just is not looking. I'm not looking forward to that. We have iMac as well, looking like a very nice pop here. Can I trade? No, I can't. I don't think I can trade. Yeah, I have Tuesday, April 5th. That's it. I don't have the 7th. That's unfortunate. iMac starting to get some volume here, coming in over 143. Halt levels at 160. Coming into some resistance. Look for a slight pullback. Don't be the guinea pig. Don't trade this momentum play right out of the gate. We don't know what's going to happen. Oh, man. Oof. All right, guys. I'm closing TikTok. And I really wish I had more capital because I would be trading with you guys. They're trading, just continuing commenting. But, like, it's really hard for me just to sit here and commentate and not actually trade. So, I mean, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I think tomorrow what I'm gonna do is come in around the same time, 9. I started streaming at 9:10 today, but I'm really gonna stop trading pre-market unless I see a news release instantly and we see that volume and see the criteria. What was wrong about this trade was that we had like so much more selling pressure on these two candles than the previous run-up. So that would have told me that there's way more sellers in this area than there are buyers. I was looking for a nice small win, but didn't really get the pop. So I think I'm going to really, the volume did not match what I was wanting to trade. So I should not have taken that trade. So that's pre-market. I think I'm going to stick to trading market hours so I have more time to trade live and trade with the community, with Alpha, with YouTube, with TikTok. So thank you for stopping in. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning, either at 9 or 9:10. I'm gonna come in at 9. you know, I'm going to come in at 9. Hopefully it's a good day. If it's not, if it's slow, usually markets are slow on Fridays. If it is slow, I will come in at 9:10, and hopefully be able to knock out this week's losing trades. I can knock it out with one trade. Just need, and it's not even a home run trade. That's a normal trade, a $30 trade if I'm looking to take it. So that's what I look for, $30 every trade. That's my goal every day. And we'll see if we can do that. Right now, I'm down around, I believe, $18 on the month. Yeah, $18 on the month, or less than 1%. 25% win average, which is okay. That's just my daily win rate. I have my actual win rate in trading view, or trader view, that I'll look at the end of the month. But it's okay. That's same as March. I had a losing week in March. Fridays seem to be pretty bad, so we'll have to be careful on Fridays. Make sure to hold my losers very don't hold them as long, and then hopefully start to pick up on next week. We'll see what happens over the course of the next few trades. Really, nothing has really picked up. I didn't trade at all at the end of March. Oh, this is April the 20th, 30th. So thank you, Yasmin, for stopping in. Anybody else that popped in through the stream, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning.